Kayla Thornton, Golden State Valkyries' first WNBA All-Star. WNBA All-Star Game 2025, rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen make the cut. 2025 WNBA All-Star Game Reserves Prediction, Top 12 Players. 2025 WNBA All-Star Game Starters, Nneka Ogwumike, Breanna Stewart and Iriafen shine. WNBA All-Star Game 2025, Clark vs Napheesa Collier Draft Highlights. Kayla Thornton, Golden State Valkyries' first WNBA All-Star. Kayla Thornton has made history as the very first player from the Golden State Valkyries to be selected for the WNBA All-Star roster, a milestone that shines a spotlight on both her individual talent and the rising prominence of the Valkyries franchise. But here's where it gets interesting. Thornton's journey to this achievement is not just about personal glory, it reflects a broader shift in the league's competitive landscape. On Sunday, the WNBA officially announced that Thornton earned a spot on the 2025 All-Star team as a reserve, a decision made by the coaches. She will join an elite group of 11 other standout players, including familiar names like Kelsey Plum from the Los Angeles Sparks, Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky, Alyssa Thomas representing the Phoenix Mercury, and Skylar Diggins from the Seattle Storm. This marks Thornton's first ever All-Star nod, capping off what has been an exceptional season for her. After a triumphant championship run with the New York Liberty in 2024, Thornton became a foundational member of the Valkyries' inaugural roster. She has quickly established herself as the team's leading scorer, averaging an impressive 14.9 points per game, while also dominating the boards with 7.1 rebounds per game. Her outstanding performance earned her the Western Conference Player of the Week award in June, during which she averaged 20 points, 11.5 rebounds, and contributed an assist, numbers that underscore her all-around impact on the court. Adding to her list of accomplishments, Thornton recently notched a career-high 29 points in a single game. Over the course of the season, she has recorded 5 double-doubles and posted 3 other games with more than 20 points. Defensively, she ranks 10th in steals across the entire league, highlighting her versatility and tenacity. The WNBA also noted that Thornton is the second most experienced player ever to be selected for the All-Star Game, a testament to her longevity and consistent excellence. Now in her 10th professional season, Thornton's career has spanned multiple teams, including the Dallas Wings and the New York Liberty, before joining the Valkyries. This breadth of experience has clearly contributed to her leadership and performance on the court. Looking ahead, All-Star captains Clark and Napheesa Collier will take on the task of selecting their teams from the pool of starters and reserves on Tuesday, setting the stage for what promises to be an exciting All-Star showdown. Meanwhile, Thornton and the Valkyries are gearing up for their next game against the Atlanta Dream, scheduled for Monday and broadcast locally on KPIX5. This upcoming matchup will be another opportunity for Thornton to showcase why she deserves her All-Star status. But here's the part most people miss. Thornton's selection isn't just a personal victory, it's a sign of the Valkyries' growing influence in the WNBA. Could this be the start of a new powerhouse team in the league? Or is the spotlight on Thornton a rare bright spot in an otherwise challenging season for the Valkyries? What do you think? Do you agree that Thornton's All-Star nod signals a shift in the league's balance of power, or is it more about individual brilliance? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below. WNBA All-Star Game 2025, rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen make the cut. Get ready to witness the future of the WNBA. In a stunning display of talent, rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen have defied expectations and earned coveted spots as reserves in the upcoming WNBA All-Star Game. This is huge news, signaling a changing of the guard and a bright future for the league. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these selections truly based on merit, or does hype play a role in these decisions? Michael Vogel, a seasoned senior writer covering the WNBA, women's college basketball, and other college sports since 1984, reports that Citron and Iriafen, both representing the Washington Mystics, were among the 12 reserves handpicked by league coaches this past Sunday. The All-Star Game is scheduled for July 19 in Indianapolis, promising a thrilling showcase of the league's best. Bueckers has been with ESPN since 1996, providing expert analysis and insights into the world of women's basketball. Citron and Iriafen, drafted as the number 3 and number 4 picks respectively in April's highly anticipated draft, will be joining forces with number 1 overall pick Paige Bueckers of the Dallas Wings. Bueckers secured her spot as a starter through a combination of fan, player, and media votes. This means that the top 3 draft picks will all be showcasing their skills on the All-Star stage, a testament to the incredible talent entering the WNBA. And this is the part most people miss: it's not just about individual brilliance, it's about how quickly these rookies are adapting to the professional level and earning the respect of coaches and veterans alike. Beyond the exciting rookie representation, the All-Star Game will also feature veteran players making their All-Star debuts. Kayla Thornton of the Golden State Valkyries, in her 10th season, and Gabby Williams of the Seattle Storm, in her 7th season, are finally getting the recognition they deserve. It would be such a reward for Thornton, said New York Liberty coach Sandy Brondello, who will be one of the All-Star coaches. She's been a role player all her career, but to go into a new organization and do so well, I voted for her as an alternate to get there because she deserves it. This highlights the importance of perseverance and dedication in a league where opportunities can be hard-earned. Adding a wealth of experience to the mix are seasoned All-Stars like Skylar Diggins of the Seattle Storm, making her 7th appearance, and Alyssa Thomas of the Phoenix Mercury, making her 6th. The Los Angeles Sparks' Kelsey Plum, a former All-Star Game MVP, and the Las Vegas Aces' Jackie Young, both named All-Stars for the 4th time, will also be gracing the court with their talent. It means a lot to go with these other two, said Diggins, referring to her Storm teammates Nneka Ogwumike and Gabby Williams, emphasizing the camaraderie and team spirit that extends beyond individual achievements. The remaining reserve spots are filled by a diverse group of players, including Ryan Howard of the Atlanta Dream, 3rd appearance, Kelsey Mitchell of the Indiana Fever, 3rd appearance, Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky, 2nd appearance, and Courtney Williams of the Minnesota Lynx, 2nd appearance. This blend of rising stars and established veterans promises a dynamic and competitive All-Star Game. The All-Star Game captains, Clark of the Indiana Fever and Napheesa Collier of the Minnesota Lynx, will have the responsibility of drafting their respective team rosters. They will first select from the remaining 8 starters and then from the pool of 12 reserves. This draft process adds another layer of intrigue and strategy to the All-Star festivities. The other starters, alongside Clark, Collier, and Bueckers, include Aaliyah Boston of the Indiana Fever, Alicia Gray of the Atlanta Dream, Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty, Nneka Ogwumike of the Seattle Storm, Satu Sabelli of the Phoenix Mercury, Breanna Stewart of the New York Liberty, and Aya Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces. This star-studded lineup guarantees an unforgettable display of skill and athleticism. Mark your calendars. The All-Star roster draft will be broadcast during ESPN's WNBA Countdown on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. In the event that a player is unable to participate in the All-Star Game, WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert will select a replacement. So, what do you think? Are these the right players representing the league at the All-Star Game? Are there any snubs that you feel deserve a spot? And more importantly, does the selection process truly reflect the best talent, or are other factors at play? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. 2025 WNBA All-Star Game Reserves Prediction, Top 12 Players. The 2025 WNBA All-Star Game is right around the corner, and while the starters have been announced, the reserves are still a mystery. But here's where it gets controversial. the coaches have to choose just 12 players from a pool of incredibly talented athletes. Let's take a stab at predicting who will make the cut. For the guards, Skylar Diggins, Kelsey Plum, and Brittany Sykes are all strong contenders. Diggins was snubbed from the starters pool despite putting up impressive numbers for the Storm. Plum is on track to average 20 points and 5 assists per game for the second time in her career, and Sykes is enjoying a bounce-back campaign with the Mystics. In the frontcourt, we have Breanna Jones, Angel Reese, Alyssa Thomas, Kayla Thornton, and Gabby Williams. Jones has been a big part of the Dream's surprise success. Reese is leading the league in rebounding, Thomas is dominating on both ends for the Mercury, Thornton is putting together a career year with the Valkyries, and Williams is putting up career highs in multiple categories. Finally, the wildcards. Natasha Howard, Kayla McBride, Tiffany Mitchell, and Jackie Young are all strong candidates. Howard is leading the league in three-pointers, McBride is shooting the lights out for the Lynx, Mitchell just helped the Fever win the Commissioner's Cup, and Young is putting up a career-high 18 points per game for the Aces. Of course, there are always snubs and surprises when it comes to All-Star selections. Who do you think deserves a spot on the team? Let us know in the comments. 2025 WNBA All-Star Game starters, Nneka Ogwumike, Breanna Stewart and Iriafen shine. The 2025 AT&T WNBA All-Star Game is set to feature some of the league's most electrifying stars, but there's more to this year's lineup than meets the eye. With Nneka Ogwumike, Breanna Stewart, and Iriafen leading the charge, the tournament promises to showcase a mix of experience and fresh talent. Here's where it gets controversial. The captains are chosen based on fan votes, a method that some argue overlooks the expertise of the coaching staff. And this is the part most people miss. While the top scorers dominate headlines, the behind-the-scenes decisions that shape the roster are equally vital. The 2025 All-Star Game will see the Indiana Fever's Clark and Minnesota Lynx's Napheesa Collier serve as captains, a nod to their dominance in recent seasons. But who will be the standout players? The answer lies in the voting process, which determines the starting lineup. Fans account for 50% of the vote, with current players and media panels contributing the remaining 25%. The top 10 finishers across guards and frontcourt will be the starting lineups, with fan votes acting as the tiebreaker when scores tie. For instance, Paige Bueckers, the #1 overall draft pick, earned her first All-Star spot after a stellar 2025 season, while Sabrina Ionescu, a four-time All-Star, became the fastest player to reach 200 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's second All-Star selection comes after she led the Fever to a 14-2 record, and Napheesa Collier's fifth All-Star honor highlights her consistency. The voting results reveal a tight race, with players like Aaliyah Boston, third All-Star, and Satu Sabali, third, emerging as strong contenders. However, the debate over fan-driven selections raises questions. Should a voting process prioritize fan sentiment over expert analysis? As the game approaches, fans and analysts alike will scrutinize the final rankings, hoping for a lineup that balances tradition with innovation. If a player misses the game, a replacement is named by Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, adding another layer of intrigue. The 2025 event will also feature the WNBA Story 3-Point Contest and the Kia WNBA Skills Challenge, events that test players' skills and creativity. But here's where it gets even more controversial. The captains' roles are not just about leadership, they're about setting the tone for the season. Will the captains inspire the team or simply reflect the current standings? As the game date looms, the stakes are high. Fans will be eager to see how the voting process unfolds, and analysts will dissect the matchups. Who will rise to the occasion? The answers may lie in the final standings, but the real drama is in the choices made along the way. Which star will define the 2025 All-Star Game? The answer is just one game away. WNBA All-Star Game 2025, Clark vs. Napheesa Collier Draft Highlights. Get ready for the WNBA All-Star Game 2025, where the reserves have just been revealed for the highly anticipated Clark vs. Napheesa Collier draft. The star-studded lineup includes Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese, Los Angeles Sparks guard Kelsey Plum, and Seattle Storm guard Skylar Diggins, among others. These 12 players were handpicked by head coaches around the league, and they're ready to showcase their skills on the court. Here's a look at the complete list of All-Star starters and reserves. 2025 WNBA All-Star starters. *Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, Captain. *Napheesa Collier, Minnesota Lynx, Captain. *Aaliyah Boston, Indiana Fever. *Paige Bueckers, Dallas Wings. *Alicia Gray, Atlanta Dream. *Sabrina Ionescu, New York Liberty. *Nneka Ogwumike, Seattle Storm. *Satu Sabali, Dallas Wings. *Breanna Stewart, New York Liberty. *Aya Wilson, Las Vegas Aces. 2025 WNBA All-Star Reserves. Sonia Citron, Washington Mystics. Skylar Diggins, Seattle Storm. Ryan Howard, Atlanta Dream. Kiki Iriafen, Washington Mystics. Kelsey Mitchell, Indiana Fever. Kelsey Plum, Los Angeles Sparks. Angel Reese, Chicago Sky. Alyssa Thomas, Phoenix Mercury. Kayla Thornton, Golden State Valkyries. Courtney Williams, Minnesota Lynx. Gabby Williams, Seattle Storm. Jackie Young, Las Vegas Aces. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite adding Kelsey Plum in the offseason, the Sparks haven't had the start they were hoping for, with a record of 6-13. However, Plum has been performing as expected, averaging 20.1 points, 5.6 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. Skylar Diggins, on the other hand, has been a key player for the Storm, helping them secure 5th place with a record of 11-7. Angel Reese's All-Star campaign was initially struggling, but she's turned things around in her last 7 games, averaging 15.1 points on 45.6% shooting, along with 13.6 rebounds and 5.3 assists. Reese has become a crucial part of the Sky's offense, especially after Courtney Vandersloot suffered a torn ACL. The inclusion of rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen in the All-Star reserves is a promising sign for the Washington Mystics, who are currently in the midst of a rebuild. Citron has been averaging 14.6 minutes per game and shooting 38% from beyond the arc, while Iriafen leads the team in rebounds, 8.3, and is third in points, 12.3. As the two captains, Clark and Napheesa Collier will draft their respective teams, with ESPN airing the selections on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time before the Liberty's game against the Aces. New York's Sandy Brondello and Minnesota's Cheryl Reeve will serve as the coaches, as the Lynx and Liberty were sitting first and second in the standings at the July 3rd cutoff date. The All-Star Game will tip off on July 19th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. But here's the part most people miss. The All-Star Game is not just a showcase of individual talent, but also a testament to the strength and growth of the WNBA as a whole. So, what do you think? Are you excited for the WNBA All-Star Game 2025? Who do you think will come out on top in the Clark vs. Napheesa Collier draft? Kayla Thornton, Golden State